Here at Indie Wrestling Q&A, my name's Jason Elwood. This is Ken Phoenix. How long have you been in the wrestling business?
About 2 years and 4 months now.
So who were you trained by?
Originally by Lance Storm. I trained up there in Calgary, and then currently trained at the Ring of Honor Dojo up in Bristol, Pennsylvania.
So who's been some of your most physical talents you've competed with?
Tonight, Joseph Von Schmidt, definitely. I still have his fingerprints all over me, if you can see that. Different guys. I wrestled Manu last weekend. You know, that was pretty physical. I wrestled Steve Corino's son. That was actually pretty physical. He's been to Japan and everything, so I'm sure you can imagine. So I've had some fun though.
So how was it being trained by legendary Lance Storm?
The absolute time of my life. I'm glad you asked that. You know, it was cool because I lived there, so I got to drive up there, see 2 countries. I was 19, training every day, you know, 5 days a week, and just absolute best foundation ever that I could ask for.
So have you ever been professionally injured due to pro wrestling?
Thank God, not too seriously. Like, you know, I've sprained my ankle. That was actually probably the most serious one I've had. Just, you know, it only kept me out just for a little bit. I'm more of nagging injury, like on my shoulder. My knees bother me today, but, you know, again, knock on wood or whatever you want to say, not too much.
So who would be your dream opponent?
My dream opponent would be the Hitman, Bret Hart, definitely.
So is there any wrestlers on TV today that kind of resemble your wrestling style?
TV today that resemble my... Well, I mean, I guess it would be the other way around, but I've been told Edge. I'm very Edge-like. I've actually been compared to Lance Storm and actually Chris Benoit in terms of like the tights that I used to wear and just my physical look, which is a big compliment to me.
So do you like wrestling as a heel or a face?
Heel. Love it. It's so easy. It's so much easier. It's a lot easier to get people to dislike you than it is to like you. It's fun.
So outside of wrestling, what are some of your big hobbies?
Outside of wrestling, I like to play the guitar. I like to think I can sing, and I like to fish. Fishing's always fun. It's a nice relaxing day on the lake.
So out of all the federations you've competed in, what federation has helped you develop the most?
As far as wrestling, well, definitely the training at the dojo. In terms of shows here, I would say Valor Pro Wrestling. You know, I've been a mainstay here for a long time, and it's just it's nice to track your progression at one place. So I would say Valor Pro Wrestling.
So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, God willing, I'll be internationally known. You know, my dreams and goals in wrestling are obviously, you know, the lofty goals that everybody aspires to do, but I also want to, you know, I want to travel the world. I really want to make this a craft.
Do you want to go to Japan?
Absolutely. You know, everybody who's anybody who's been to Japan for the most part, you know, I mean, it's when you make it there, you know, that's a huge step. So this is my craft, it's my passion.
So how did you think of your character, Ken Phoenix?
How did I think of it?
Yes.
It's me. It's me turned up a couple of notches. You know, I never really wanted to have like a gimmick or like a mask or anything like that. I just kind of wanted to be me, and that was always the best advice I got, was that, you know, you turned up a couple of notches, because it's natural that way. You know, it's easier. It's more, you don't have to think as much about it.
So if they made a movie about Ken Phoenix, what actor could play you, and what would the title be?
The title would be Shoot to Thrill. I've already had that thought. The actor, I would want to play myself. I can't see it any other way. I'm not really up on actors, but me.
If I had to choose, I'd say maybe Kevin Bacon in a younger style.
Younger Kevin Bacon. Younger Kevin Bacon, we'll go with that. He would play me.
So where can we find more information now on Ken Phoenix?
You can find it online. Facebook, Ken Phoenix Pro. Twitter, Ken Phoenix Pro. Give me a like, give me a follow. Hashtag Son Killed Johnny. The name, Johnny, let's get that trending, because I know what you did when the son killed Johnny.
And also, one last question, how did you think of your entrance music?
My entrance music is my favorite band, Alice in Chains, and they came out with their new album a little bit before I started wrestling, and the one song on it, Check My Brain, I heard it, and it's perfect. It was a perfect wrestling theme. I said, that's it. There's no other option. It was perfect.
So this concludes the interview with Ken Phoenix. Once again, I'm Jason Neville. This is Indie Wrestling Q&A. Check me out on Facebook and YouTube at facebook.com, Indie Wrestling QA. Where are you going to be wrestling next?
Next, I'm going on the road with doing like the ring crew for Ring of Honor and everything like that. I'll be back here in Valor December 14th. November 2nd, I'm in New Jersey at BWL. I'm supposed to be teaming up with Jay Diesel, so that'll definitely be a lot of fun. And I'll be there.
Once again, it's Indie Wrestling Q&A. This is Ken Phoenix. Check me out for more upcoming videos.